Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check, X3, 218, chop it, get it.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Go now, 10-2 stop. Chopper! Fair. Hey, Echo. Now.
From midfield, here's Locke. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Running on first down, Eckler. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. The Cowboys pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Down. 18 Gators.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They started on the ground with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
70, Indy.
On 2nd and 9. Locke going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28.
Go now. 8-3.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there. And
that's the end of the first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
General West. Get it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by DeVondre Campbell.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Now to the air, Rock. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Check. Lucky. Tighten up. Big Ed.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Right here, right here.
Check 31, check 31. Check 99, check 99.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25.
91, 61, matchbox twice. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Looking to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Blue draw quarters.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Lock now on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the screen. Mike 9. Mike 9. Watch the slant. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Jones has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
On
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hatchet. Hey, Sam off. Go.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey, team 6.
Locke going to go on 4th down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. To return is McKenzie. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Watch QB drop.
Switch. General West.
Switch it.
Right up.
Here is Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Michael Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashard Matthews there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Block again here on second and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. To throw it is lock. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Shift! Watch the shift! Check!
Fair!
Check! Mike 9!
Get it!
From the gun, it's Locke. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A very solid gain of 27. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there.
Smith!
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off a nice. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
There he goes left side, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.